Hello, everyone. Today we have a very interesting story about a lazy boy who was actually very clever. By the end of this story, we will learn how a lazy person can overcome laziness and become hardworking. But that is not all. As we listen to the story, we will also learn some new words and see how to use them in sentences. This will help us practice English in a fun and simple way, so stay with us until the end. Once upon a time, in a small village called Green Hollow, there lived a young boy named Daniel. He lived with his parents in a little house at the edge of the village. Daniel was very lazy. Every day he helped his father in the fields, but his only task was to chase away the birds that came to eat the rice crops. Most people used sticks or slingshots to scare the birds away, but Daniel did not want to move around too much. So, instead, he placed wooden poles in different corners of the field and tied ropes to them. In this way, he could frighten the birds without even getting up. He would lie down and rest while doing the job. His father worried about his lazy nature and often thought, "If I become sick one day, how will Daniel manage everything on his own?" Still, since Daniel always completed his task somehow, his father never truly got angry with him. Then, one summer, during a long dry season, his father became very ill. Daniel had to take care of the entire field by himself. He tried his best, but he was not used to working hard. After some time, the crops began to dry out because they were not getting enough water, and Daniel could not save them alone. That night, he sat outside beneath the stars, feeling useless and full of regret. He thought, "Why did I never try harder? Now my family's only hope is fading away." The next morning, Daniel heard people talking excitedly in the village square. He went to see what was happening. A soldier had arrived and was announcing a grand competition at the Royal Hall of Brightmoor. The winner would receive a chest full of gold. Daniel immediately thought, "This could save my family." Without thinking too much, Daniel declared that he would join the competition. The villagers laughed at him. They said, "How can someone as lazy as Daniel defeat strong people from across the kingdom?" But Daniel ignored them. He had only a short time to reach the palace, so he left early. His parents did not really believe he would win, but they hoped that this journey might make him stronger and help him change his lazy habits. When he arrived, the competition began. All the participants gathered near a huge lake. Many of them were strong, fit, and confident, which made Daniel nervous. He looked at them and thought, "How can I ever beat these people?" Soon the rules were explained. They had to cross the lake, and the first 3 people to finish would move on to the next round. The signal was given, and everyone jumped into the water and began swimming as fast as they could. But Daniel stayed where he was. He thought, "There is no way I can win if I only swim." Suddenly an idea came to him. He ran into Oakshade Forest, found some broken branches, and quickly built a small raft. Then he used another piece of wood as a paddle. Daniel smiled to himself and thought, "This is a race to cross the lake, not a race to swim. I may not be the strongest, but I can still be the smartest." While the others grew tired from swimming, Daniel slowly but steadily paddled across the lake. One by one, he passed many of them. In the end, he finished in 3rd place and qualified for the next round. 2 other contestants, both very strong, also made it through. The next day, the final challenge began. Each contestant was given a large wooden block. Their task was to move the block all the way to the finish line. Behind them lay several tools, and each person could choose only one to help them. The first contestant quickly picked up a rope and began dragging the block. The second chose a strong piece of wood to use as a lever. Daniel, however, did not rush. He stood still and studied the tools carefully. He said to himself, "I cannot win by using strength. I have to think in a smarter way." After a long moment of thought, Daniel picked up a small knife. The crowd was confused. How could a knife help him move such a heavy block? But instead of pushing or pulling the block, Daniel began carving it. Slowly, he shaped the block into something round, like a large wooden ball. It took time, but when he was done, he no longer had a heavy block to drag. Now he had something that could roll. While the other contestants struggled with their blocks, Daniel pushed his wooden ball forward with much less effort. It rolled smoothly along the road, and he began catching up to the others. With determination and clever thinking, Daniel moved ahead of them all and became the first to cross the finish line. The crowd cheered loudly. No one had expected the lazy boy to win. This story teaches us an important lesson. Lazy people can sometimes be very smart, but if they want to achieve something great, they need a strong reason to work hard. For Daniel, that reason was his love for his family. So, if you ever feel lazy, try to find a powerful reason to push yourself forward. It may be your family, your dreams, or the desire to prove yourself. A big goal can give you the strength to do your best,